Okay, boys, here we go. Now we're getting into some other critters that I built. These are three versions of what is known as Sputnik receiver. One that DX Explorer YouTube channel, username DX Explorer. A friend of mine over in Romania, he first started off building this receiver, or a version of this receiver. Well, his versions are way better than mine, but you know, it is what it is. But it was called Sputnik, and there's the three versions of the radio that I built. This one here was version 1. This one here, version 2. And this one here was version 3 or version 4. I think that's version 4. I had another version of this receiver that didn't quite make it, so it ended up being scrapped. But each one of these are built a little bit different, built around the same design or same circuit, but they're all different in their own freaky way. Like this version 1, I mean, the whole circuit only calls for one tuning capacitor, and I got how many in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4 4 tuning capacitors. I got my coil. I got using 2 germanium diode or transistors down here. So what do I going on here? See if I can remember this myself. It's been a long time since I even powered this thing up. I suppose it still works. So basically, on the rear end of this receiver, this is antenna input. This one here is for a frequency counter output. It's very loosely coiled or coupled to the coil. It works. It's not a high, high precision thing or nothing, but it gives you a rough idea of the frequency that the coil is tuned to. Let me see. I got on-off switch. That's 9 volts input. That's tuning, and that's volume or region, whatever, one of it. And that's just fine tuning for whatever. But anyway, so that's there's version 1. And then I wanted to see like how small it could actually make this receiver. I mean, there it is. It runs on a 9 volt battery, which is hiding behind this insulating material. This one is using only one capacitor, one tuning capacitor. It has a coil. Let me see, on-off switch plus volume control here, or region control. And then I got this switch here, which I think this is band switching, I'm thinking. Can't quite remember. I think that's something to do with band switching. And of course, we got antenna in, audio out, and that's pretty much it for that one. So we'll power this one up. I'm sure you're gonna want to hear that one. So that's 2, and then this beast. I wanted to build one extremely big and out of wood, just because I felt like it. So I got 2 controls, main tuning. This knob actually moves this dial back and forth. I got a switch for shortwave and broadcast band. I got volume and regenerative right here. And this is the arse end of it, the back end. This is where all the goody stuffy, all the good stuff is. So we got a ground connection, 9 volt battery, audio out, antenna in. I got a fine tune control. I should have put that in the front, but I didn't. I got an audio power amplifier, and that one is using a 2N3442. Very, very loud using that one. Very loud. And then the coil coil. This thing here, in Christmas, during Christmas, you can get these rolls of for making ribbons. This is the coil form. This is what it comes on. So I'm going to use it for my coil form. So there we are. What else we got going on here? We got the main tuning capacitor. We got a speaker built into this one. It's also lit with LEDs on top. Little LED strip up here to light up the little dial. And then we got a bunch of wiring underneath here. But I kind of liked this one when I built this one. It gives me a lot of room to play around with it inside and whatnot. But I'm telling you, threading this, oh my god. It's squeaky. I think you need some oil. She definitely needs some oil. Anyway. Yeah. So, anyway. I think I actually run this one on 12 volt. I did run it on 9. I don't think a battery will run. I think I ran this on 12 volt after. Because 9 volt battery ain't going to power that, I don't think. But, yeah. So, anyways. Let's power through these little critters up and see if they still work after these few years.
Agreed. I just want to be seen as a human being and not as this thing you're mocking. It really messes with our identity.
Mitsui is hopeful.
I think it's going to change.
Is kicking off very soon with the Philadelphia Eagles playing Kansas City and Arizona. And to bring us all the buzz, we reached Steve Futterman at the State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Steve, what's the atmosphere like?
Well, they've had 2 weeks to build up this game, and the Eagle fans are here, the Kansas City fans are here. There are lots of just football fans inside the stadium. It's quite a remarkable scene, typical of a Super Bowl, but it's still remarkable when you see finally the game take place after the interviews, after the predictions, after the parties, everything. It's now finally time for the football game. Now, people got here, not surprisingly, very early, and every year I cover a Super Bowl, you talk to the fans from the 2 participating teams. They are not only confident, they are 100% confident. Listen to this Eagles fan I spoke to.
Eagles by 7.
Any doubts at all? Any?
Not at all.
0.
0 doubts.
100%.
No doubts.
I always love, they're always 100% sure. By the way, one of these fans is going to be wrong by the end of the night. This is the Kansas City fan I spoke to. He is one of their, mascots. He dresses up in the Kansas City regalia. He even has a nickname.
Yeah, I'm Weird Wolf, keeper of the Wolf Pack. Today it's 100%, baby. We're taking them Eagles down 30-24. Eagles going to have a last-minute drive, but they're going to fail because the Chiefs' defense is going to come through.
So he even is telling you the final score and how the game will end. The fans are remarkable.
Steve, I love the confidence here.
Yes.
This game is significant for another reason, right? Can you tell us about the history being made on the field?
Oh, yeah, and this is very significant. We talk about the fun in games, who throws the farthest.
and above all, with their human, the level of helping those around one was very great. With the contribution of search and rescue teams from all over the world, every life saved, every critical hour, not only saved a life, but also fostered people's belief in the continuation of humanity, peace and love. Corners of the world, which Turkey has provided support in their time of need, are proving their worth. Turkey experienced two major earthquakes on February 6th. According to experts, these earthquakes, which occurred at 8-hour intervals, represent the first in the history of the world. If we do not take into account the earthquakes in the seas, it is among the 10 largest earthquakes in the history of the world in terms of severity. The number of cities very high. The number of cities affected by the earthquakes is also very high, stands at 10. Considering its impact and reflections on both the north and south, family has been affected by the earthquake. In other words, when the 13.5 million people affected by the earthquake are added to these numbers, the total is really high. Director and author, Professor Mark.
es el chisme, es que hace unos días hice un examen de Olimpiadas en mi país, México, que es a nivel nacional, y estoy en la tercera etapa, estoy nerviosa. ¡Wow! Un saludito de Haití.
So folks, there you have it. That is the three Sputnik receivers, or as I call them on my website, receptor. Basically, the circuits are, basically built off the same circuit. This is again version 1, the first one that I tried, and then I built a second version after this one that I ended up scrapping because it didn't work too well. And then I ended up building this one, which was version 3. I wanted to make this one as compact as I possibly could. It's, literally fit in the palm of your hand. So there's that one. And of course, the other one would be this one. And this one here can run off 9 volts, 12 volts. This one got a power transistor on it. Big coil in here. My lord. Must have fell in there. But yeah. So we got a band switch, broadcast band, shortwave on top, and basically all that's doing the tap comes off the coil to the switch, and one comes straight through to the tuning capacitor, and the other one here just goes through an inductor to the tuning capacitor. So when I flick up is shortwave, which is just direct fed to the tuning cap, and when I got broadcast band, it goes through the inductor to the tuning cap. So yeah, this one got a tuning string on it, string drive. That was as a pain in the butt to string, but you know, it works. And yeah, but this one came out pretty good. But yeah, so that is the 3 versions of my Sputnik or receptor that I ended up building. And there you go. Got a few more receivers yet to show you, and I think you'll enjoy the next few ones. Anyway folks, all the best, and see you in the next video. This is Radionuts 63. We're out of here. All the best.